Hey guys, Jason Samkovic here, Traditional Bow Hunting Wilderness Podcast. Today we're going to talk about some of the things that I look for in rain gear. Out here doing some scouting, checking some things out, and but I'm wearing rain gear because it's raining. But it's also a good time, like I said, to discuss some of this. So this is First Light rain gear that I'm wearing. You guys have seen it in other videos. I'm a huge fan of this. I also have the Kuiu stuff too, which is really good. But quality rain gear is a huge improvement. I've spent so many years in junk rain gear and not knowing what I was missing until I got into good rain gear. And this stuff is breathable. It lets you do what you want to. It keeps you dry. It keeps you comfortable. It lets you hunt. It's so, of all the things you could ever spend money on, quality rain gear, if you hunt in the rain, is going to be a vital thing. So let's look at some of the things that matter to me when I'm talking about rain gear. Some of the things that I'm after. Now in a jacket, I don't need a lot of fancy features because of the fact that it's a jacket. Pants to me are a more important aspect, and I wear the pants a lot more. Usually the jacket I'm only wearing when it's pouring rain, when I'm on stand or walking in and out. But the pants, I wear them a lot of times of the season, even when it's not raining, just to deal with dew and the stuff that comes off of everything going in and out. So pants are really important to me. So is the hat. The hat is huge. Huge in size and huge in importance to me. I do not like a hood. Now you can see I do have a hood on here. I wish I didn't have a hood. I actually thought about cutting them off. I never wear a hood when I'm hunting. I can't stand not being able to hear when I turn my head. I just don't like the hoods. So this hat, this Outdoor Research Sombrero Hat, this OR, I'll put a link to it below, 100% Gore-Tex hat. This thing is incredible. Now it's meant to be worn like this, with that direction. I don't. I actually wear mine like this, and I do it on purpose because then that way, if I want to, I can take this and flip it up like this, and then it may look funny, but it is functional, and then I don't have that in my room, and I can shoot, and I can do whatever I want to without it being an issue because it's got that Velcro on there. I can adjust that. Now, even with it like this, I can shoot, and what it does is it just pushes that down. You know, it just pulls that down with my string when that string comes in, and I shoot. So it's really not a big deal, but I find myself wearing it where I can pop it up like this quite often when it's not raining. So I really love this hat, but it's big enough to keep that rain off my shoulders and keep me from getting wet. And even a lot of times when I'm in stand, if it starts to rain and it looks like it's going to pass by, I go straight for the hat and I don't even put the jacket on. This is big enough that if I stand there like that, rain's coming down, I just get a little bit on the outsides of my shoulders wet right here and a little bit of runoff on my arms. It's really not too bad. So this hat, which you can mold and form and do whatever you want with, is a fantastic rain hat without fail. It is probably the best rain hat. I have 4 of these now. I love these hats. They're not cheap. It depends on where you buy them. Could be 60, could be 80 bucks, but this hat is well worth it. Proven itself time and time again. Now in a jacket, I don't have, like I said, a lot of requirements here that are important. I like the adjustable where they got a little compression in them, but I like the sleeves to be able to get bigger too, so that I can actually pull them up like this if I want to. This is one way that I'll keep myself cooler in temperature, is being able to pull those arm sleeves, have them loose enough to be able to pull them up and just get some coolness to me if I start to overheat or anything like that. So I like having that ability in them to be able to pull them up, and I like the ability to cinch them down when it's raining hard so no water's running down my sleeve. So, some sort of an adjustable sleeve. Velcro doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I also want it quiet enough that I can shoot in. This stuff is starting to dry out now as it's not raining right now, that's why I'm doing a video. But when it's wet, this stuff does not make much noise. I can shoot the whole time and not be heard. I've killed a lot of deer in this jacket, so it's been fine. So that's important. I don't need it silent. I will never buy rain gear that is made out of fleece or saddlecloth or things like that anymore because it doesn't work. When it's wet, it stays wet. If it's going to be ultra quiet, it's going to be able to hold water in. And if it can hold water in, it will be wet for a long time. This stuff, you can see I am already almost dry. You give it a quick wipe, even if you get this stuff wet on there like that, as soon as you give it a quick wipe, it's basically dry again. Okay, this stuff is amazing because water sheds right off of it and comes right off. So I really like that feature a lot. So for me, that's very important. I wish it didn't have a hood, but I do like having it where it does zip up, where you can zip this all the way up, nice and tight right here. So when it is pouring pretty hard, you can keep water from running down the front. You have to fold this in because I got my hood rolled, but like this, I like being able to hunker right into there like that too and keep that water from coming in. This hat does a fantastic job of it, but that is a nice feature when you're walking and you're going through stuff like that. It keeps water from getting in the back, keeps water from getting in the front. So I do like that feature on there too. But jacket wise, that's really all there is. This is a very thin jacket, and I've been out here now for about an hour and a half, and you can actually see I am 100% dry. I have no water on me, no nothing, no sweat, no anything, so it works fantastic. But it is very light, very little, very simple shell that actually could fold up into next to nothing and fit in your pack. I mean, look at that. I mean, there's nothing to it. It's just super easy. So very functional jacket. I really like it. This is their Storm Tight, I think they call it. What do they call this? Vapor Storm Tight. Yeah, that's what this jacket is. And it's actually one of the only pieces of camo I own, and that's because I got such a smoking deal. They were clearing out this Ace Hat pattern. So I got, you know, you're talking a $250 jacket, $250 pants, and I got the whole set for $199 for both. So I could not pass it up. My second set of First Light rain gear, plus I got the Kuiu stuff. Just excellent things. Now, like I said, a lot of good features in a jacket. Some of them, you know, like I said, back vents. On this one, you don't need it. But if you're running like a Helly Hansen Improtect, you need that back vent because it does not breathe. It's pure rubber. So a lot of thought goes into the processes of these things. But for me, those are some of the features in a jacket. Now the pants have tremendous features that are important to me. One of them is I want adjustability. You can see that even though I have a snap on here, right here's a snap, if I don't want to use that snap, I can adjust this, and they have some adjustability. See that? See how that slack goes like that? And I can stretch that out, and I also have Velcro adjustments in here too. So if I put these on over regular pants like I am right now, I'm fine. But if I got 4 layers on, I still have plenty of room in these to be able to adjust and snug up to make them fit over whatever I'm wearing. So that's a big feature for me. I need that adjustability based on the different pieces of, you know, what time of year and what clothing I'm wearing. So that is big. The other one is mandatory side vents. I don't need any pockets in my rain pants because I'm not carrying my wallet in my rain pants or anything like that in there, but I want access to my pockets, okay? Well, with these, if I got to get into a back pocket, there's, again, enough elasticity to these pants that I can go in and get right into my pocket with no problem. I can even do the same and go right into my front pocket, just like this is easy. Side zips are nice because then I can also get into my pocket, okay? Gives me options. I definitely like having a zipper on the front, okay? If you're wearing a pack belt and all this stuff and everything like that, and you got to pee, in order to try to get stuff off to do that, and then have to take rain pants down that don't have a zipper in them, it's a pain in the butt. So having a zipper is a nice feature. The side vents are fantastic. Yep, look at you guys climbing on logs. Look at them. They've been out here with me all day. We've been running neighborhoods here. You take the side vents on here, these side zips. What's nice about these is I can use that to air out. Couple main features, but if I'm walking and I get hot, I can open up both of these vents on here like this, and there's a tremendous amount of heat that is released out of there from in there, and it keeps you really cool. Like right now where we got a gap. We've had about a half-hour gap where it hasn't been raining, and this will let us, you know, as I'm walking, this will let airflow come out. So that's a big one. The other aspect of this that's important is that they go from the other direction too. I need them to come from the leg and unzip all the way up. So I can take this when I get back. In order to get my pants and my boots off at the truck, I want to be able to unsnap and then unzip this all the way up to here, take my boot off, and if I don't want to take my boot off, I can fit these over my boot. So when I undo this down here and I pop this right here, and I pop that, and I zip this all the way up, I can take the whole entire leg of this, and now it's very easy to slide these pants right over my boot, keeping my boot on. Okay, I can still have my boot on and get this, you know, get the pant leg over them. So that's important. I also like having multiple adjustability on the legs on here too. When you snap these on there, it's nice. I want that nice and tight so that that's going to hold on my ankle. I don't want it loose and saggy. I'm a short guy, so for me these are too long. But when I take that, look at all the reinforcements they put on here in all the key places, your knees, right on your front of your shins. I mean, they think and do it so well here. But so when I take that and I put it on, and I zip that up, put that down here over my boot, I should be able to make that a good, comfortable, tight fit where nothing's getting in there, and I'll show you. So now, and then it keeps that slack up, okay? See how that slack, see how it's nice and tight around my boot? And it takes that slack here. I don't have anything hanging over the back or dragging anything. It may look a little funny with that sticking out, but again, that's short guy problems. But it makes it where it's functional for me. So those are the key factors that are important for you. Those are what I'm looking for in rain gear. First Light has it, KUIU has it, I'm sure the new stuff from Stone Glacier has it. If you're spending money on quality rain gear, you're probably getting the stuff you're looking for. Is it worth spending $500 on a set of rain gear? All day long. All day long, without fail, probably the #1 most important gear that I would say that is worth spending money on. And if you guys watch my videos and my podcast, you know that I could care less about camouflage. I could care less about fancy hunting clothes, even though, you know, I got some Sitka stuff, I got KUIU stuff, First Light stuff, I have these things, but they're all irrelevant. I don't spend much time in them, even though I have them. I spend a majority of my time in regular, everyday clothes. But when it comes to rain gear, spend the money. This stuff is worth it, I promise you. And like I said, any one of those, I would not hesitate. I own the KUIU stuff. The KUIU Chew Catch is what I own. Excellent quality stuff. First Light stuff, I like it better because it's actually a little bit lighter, a little thinner. The Boundary Storm type pant. 3 pairs of these now, and they are by far the best rain pant I've ever owned in my life. I straight up love them. And then this Vapor Storm type jacket, just so light and compact and easy to put in a bag, you don't even know what's in your pack. So fantastic setup, and that Outdoor Research hat. So I'll put links to this stuff down below for you, but you can't go wrong. And like I said, Stone Glacier's got some new stuff out. A lot of good companies out there making it, but high quality rain gear is a must, in my opinion, if you're hunting in the rain or even spending time out there. Okay, it doesn't matter, but these are some of the features I look for that I have found that make it nice and make it very comfortable and usable for me. So there you go. Thought I'd share that with you. Thanks for watching.